in the crib? Any children running around?
I had one.
All right, keep them cleaning utensils and them cleaning items, them chemicals out of their way, and clean them nasty bathrooms up. I'm going to give you a prize. Put Monique on hold. Let's go to Gail on the west side. Gail, now your whole house is nasty.
Yes.
What is your problem, Miss Thing?
What is my problem? My two children.
Well, how old are these musty children of yours?
18 and 14.
You got to be kidding. You got two built-in janitors. Right. You got a maid and a janitor right there in your home, and y'all living in filth. They don't pay rent, do they?
No, they don't pay rent.
They living free with you, and they not carrying their own load?
Not at all.
Do you know birds got sense enough to kick another bird out the nest when that bird is getting too big to go get his own worms? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what you doing with an 18-year-old and a 14-year-old, and you're living in filth?
I don't know.
Do they have their own rooms?
Yes.
I would go in there, and I'll tell you what I do. I'm going to give you a suggestion on how you clean up your house. First of all, you need some help, Gail. Yeah. Now, you're on the west side. We don't play that on the west side. You know, we're going to move you in the project somewhere if you're going to live in filth.
Oh,
That's what they known for. What I want you to do is go into both of your kids' room, male, female, or you just got two male?
Male, female.
All right. Go into their room and get all of their dirty clothes, everything, all the clutter that's laying on the floor, shoes that are not stacked up and neatly in the closet in place, anything that's not right, put it in the bed. Put it on top of the bed. I want you to grab the sheet by its four corners, tie it up, and throw that outside on the front porch. And tell them don't bring that junk back in your house. If they bring it back in your house, they got to bring it back in orderly. You follow me?
Yeah.
And you need to lay down some rules. Let me tell you what you need to do. Y'all got a dining room table?
Yeah.
Sit down at the dining room table, Miss Lady, Miss Gail. Sit down at the dining room table with a piece of paper in your hand, and you write both of these kids' names down on a piece of paper. And you write Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday on a sheet of paper beside both of their names. In alternate days, I want you to assign different jobs to each one of them kids. On one day, one takes out the trash. The next day, the other one makes sure that the kitchen is clean before anybody goes to sleep. That way, you wake up to a clean kitchen. You give another one the assignment to clean the bathroom. Make sure everybody's got towels, face cloths, soaps there. The bathroom waste basket is empty. The commode is clean and flushed. You make sure that every step of the way, each day, down the list, you give them alternative tasks. And get some order in your life. And get some cleanliness back in your life, my sister.
Yeah.
Now, don't let me make you mad. Don't you get me mad calling me up, admitting to 200,000 people that you got a nasty crib. Now, you can do so much better, my dear sister.
Yeah.
You are working, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right, that means you can't afford some cleaning utensils. If you need some help just knocking down that funk and that filth in your crib, you need to invite some of them relatives over, because for God's sake, I know good and well you going out for Thanksgiving dinner, ain't you?
Yeah.
All right. Gail, thank you for being such a good sport.
All right.
All right. 233 WGST is the number. 1-800-FON-WGST. I want y'all folks to get in there and really do some cleaning. We're going to come back to Robert and Lenox. Appreciate you taking the time to call, Robert. We're going to go from the bathroom in the kitchen. We're going to talk about doing some of these wonders. Some of you folks can't even, burglars crawling all around the house. You can't even see outside. Windows got so much mildew and black algae on it, screens and things. And then in the wintertime, you put plastic up on the windows, you know. Is it that you don't want people to see in, or is it that you don't want to see out? 233 WGST, 1-800-FON-WGST. Let's help some of these folk with these nasty cribs, you know what I'm saying?
Hi, if you're looking for a new washer and dryer, and you'd know it if you were, I'm talking to you. Right now, Sears Brand Central has a Kenmore washer, a large capacity heavy-duty Kenmore, for just $249. There's also a matching dryer for $199. Buy both and you'll spend $60 less than you regularly would. But just till Saturday at Sears Brand Central, the brand you want at the store you trust. Prices may vary in Alaska, Hawaii, and Puerto Rico.
For your chance to win a fabulous trip for two to Boston to see the Hawks play the Celtics in March 1992. Pick up an Atlanta Hawks history quiz card at one of your participating GM Mr. Goodwrench dealers, Hicks Green Buick on Peachtree Industrial Boulevard, or Thornton Chevrolet in Lithia Springs. Then listen to 640 WGST mornings for clues. Send in your completed quiz card, and you could be on your way to Boston, or win one of the other great prizes like Hawks tickets, T-shirts, and more. No purchase necessary.
Hey, Ralph, for being here with a message from my friends at Wayfield Foods. Listen, it doesn't make any sense when we're talking about a good housekeeping show. It doesn't make any sense to go out and save all kind of money on every kind of item that you buy. And I'm talking about especially the items that you buy every day. You save so much at Wayfield Foods, but it doesn't make any sense to go to Wakefield Foods and save all of that money and bring those groceries home to a filthy crib. Now, after you listen to this show tonight and you clean up these funky, stinking layers that some of you folks are running home and hiding in, I don't know what you're trying to hide. You need to prepare your kitchens to receive the savings that you're going to get from Wakefield Foods. And I tell you, you need to go to Wakefield Foods early because the Thanksgiving holiday is coming up, and I have never seen that many colored people up in the show. The stores are packed. Every location on Delow Drive, it was packed. Gresham Road, Candler Road, Memorial Drive, they all packed. Wakefield Foods, even the Tri-City Shopping Center location was packed, jam-packed. They take food stamps, they take cash, and they'll even take a check if you got one of them what's that, the Hokey Dokey Honest Face card or whatever. But Wakefield Foods, you'll find the best in meats, and this is not, hey, see, a commercial can tell you only so much. Don't depend on what I say about Wakefield Foods. Go to the street, word of mouth, ask 2 or 3 people. And you know for a fact, if you're from Atlanta, there used to be one particular grocery store who had the reputation of having the best meats. I'm not going to call his name because this is not his commercial. But you know where he's located, and he does have good meats. But Wakefield Foods has got him beat. Now, if he advertises with me, I'll still say that. But Wakefield Foods has the best meat in town. I'm talking about plump chicken, grade 8 red meat. I'm not talking about that gray steak y'all been buying and that brown ground beef. Some of y'all been buying that brown ground round. Wakefield Foods has that red ground beef. They don't throw that dye in there, faking you out with that fat. The best in savings on everyday prices on the things you buy all the time can be had at my friends, Wakefield Foods.
We go the extra mile to get you the shortcuts. We fly 3 helicopters. Tri-copter traffic reports on News Radio 640, WGST.
Than dirt.
Some of y'all got some lazy wives out there, too. They weaker than dirt.
Stronger than dirt.
You need more than Ajax in the crib, you know what I'm saying?
New Ajax. Laundry detergent is stronger than dirt. Stronger than dirt. New Ajax laundry detergent is stronger than dirt.
See, y'all laughing. Everybody's laughing at me, and you think this is a comedy show. You know, and I appreciate you call Pete, Tim the Terrific, and Robert and Lenox. Everybody's laughing, you know, and everything, and this is entertaining, but this is something that applies to all of us. If you got a maid, give me a ring. I doubt if any of y'all can afford maids. And if you got a maid, I want to know how in the hell you can afford it. Half of you guys out there got built-in maids, but they on the phone all day. There that phone go. Child, what you doing? Oh, hold on, I got to call holders. I got to call waiting. Child, that fool want me to run that vacuum cleaner. I said, you want this crib clean, you better crank up that vacuum cleaner yourself, fool. I got him busy. Child, I got my man working. Now, what happened on the stories this morning? She did? You don't say. Is that so? Yeah, woman, get off that phone and get this vacuum cleaner out of my hand. 233-WGST, 1-800-FON-WGST. Robert and Lenox, thank you for holding. You're on the Talk How You Like Underground Posse. Robert.
Yeah.
You got a dirty apartment, man?
Yeah, pretty much.
How much rent you paying?
What's that?
How much rent are you paying?
$450.
$450?
Yeah.
You got 2 bedrooms?
Right.
And you're in Lenox?
Right.
$450?
Right.
2 bedrooms and living in Lenox?
Right.
Now, if
roommate.
And you got a roommate?
Right.
All right, now, if you put that on a piece of paper,
right.
Somebody said, you've got Robert calling from Lenox. He's paying $450 a month in rent. He's living in Lenox. You know, and he's got a apartment. I'm thinking you live in upscale, but you hiding behind that doorknob, one of the nastiest cribs in the city of Atlanta. That's why Jeffrey Dahmer got away with what he did. He had a funky, nasty crib. What you got in your freezer?
Well, it's not terrible. I mean, I just don't have time to do what I should be doing to it.
Well, see, take the time, my brother. See, let me explain something to you. Let me take this opportunity to communicate with you personally, Robert. What I'm trying to get you to see, and what I'm trying to get the posse to understand is this. A clean crib. Let me give you an example. Let's take a TV, okay?
All right.
You got a color TV.
Yeah.
It's got the cable box.
Right.
And you got a full package. You can pick up everything.
Right.
But the color is not focused, and it's a hazy picture. So you're not getting your money's worth out of the TV because you can't see the picture clearly. It's out of focus, and it's a lot of static. You follow me?
Right, I follow you.
Now, the same thing with your crib. You're paying $450 a month. You're working hard for that money. You're living in Lenox. You're living large. But your crib, you're not getting your money's worth out of your crib. You might as well be paying $250 and living in Perry Home somewhere. You follow what I'm saying? Now, all you got to do, Robert, please, man, on the strength, my friend.
Right.
Just room by room. If it takes you a long time, just put it on the refrigerator. Put it on the top of the list. Damn it, I will do my bedroom. And you curse yourself, and you do the bedroom. And when you accomplish that, you put up there another room. I will do the living room. And take pride in living in a clean home, man, because you would be surprised. I bet you if your crib is nasty, you wearing nasty clothes to work. I bet you wearing rough, dry clothes and wearing your underwear longer than you should be wearing. I'm serious, man.
Yeah.
Well, Robert, all right, you're a good man and a good sport, but serious business, man. In order to make Atlanta ready for the Olympics, clean up your nasty house.
All right, we'll give it a shot.
All right, man. You're going to get more than a shot. We're going to have to nuke Lenox. You know, I'm talking about Lenox. I'm thinking folks living good over there. And he calling up paying $450 a month. You might as well be paying $150 over there on Jonesboro Road somewhere. Tim the Terrific in Dunwoody. He's got the best maid possible. This is the man I want to talk to.
This is here, brother.
Yes, sir.
I'll tell you the best way is there's one quick tip I want to give you
Right.
that you didn't cover in the kitchen.
Okay.
And it's always there in these people's houses.
What's that?
The dust and dirt on top of the refrigerator.
Oh, my goodness.
Always there.
And I'm going to tell you another secret filthy spot in every kitchen. Under the toaster.
Under the toaster.
You know, the toaster has like a mound, 1,000 crumbs.
That's right.
When roaches first check in your crib, they say,
They go there.
let's go to the toaster.
One thing I want to say, though, it's very important now. People can get more control over the family, more control over their children, over their own lives if they just make this a regular thing.
Exactly.
I don't have to worry about it at home. I got a wife who's anal retentive, meaning she cleans everything.
Well, I like
She
that.
don't let us not get clean, right?
Where's your wife from?
Oh, my wife, we're from Chicago.
That's a beautiful sister, man. She was raised right.
Oh, yes, she was.
She was raised right.
And she
Somebody...
raising the kids right.
There you go.
She right.
There you go. Some of these little spoiled, poked out mouth, $50,000 a year making sisters living in some of the sloppiest, nastiest cribs there are. There's a college called Spelman College who once taught women, you know the first thing they taught black women at Spelman College?
How to serve tea?
We're being facetious, but I swear to goodness, and they can check the records. The first thing they taught black women at Spelman College was to open the windows in the house and let the air in and shake out the bedspreads. They taught home ec. They don't teach home ec no more, man.
Now, if these brothers also, the heads of these households, men and women, whoever, boyfriend, whoever's living up there.
That's right.
They should get up on a Saturday morning, wake everybody up, get it clean, and they don't eat till it gets clean.
My daddy must have raised you. My daddy would shake the bed. He would flip a quarter. He would flip a quarter on my brother. We had bunk beds.
That's right.
He said, I want you to make that bed up, boy. And we made the bed up and said, look like you still in that bed.
Hey, Ralph, I bet you this. How about this? How about these people whose kids complain about they doing dishes when all they doing is rinsing them out and putting them in a dishwasher?
Oh, man, they wearing $200 shoes, and their mama working their behind off to buy them a $450 starter jacket, and they ordering the parents around in the house.
And worried about dishwashers washing dishes.
Yeah.
And you know how if you had one dish wrong, you had to get them all down off the shelf.
Yes, sir.
And do them all over again.
And you better not put no glasses up there with some spots in the cabinet. When your mama or your daddy reach for a glass and company come over, and it's a spot on the glass, it's a spot on your ass. Hey, appreciate your call, Tia. Yes, sir. Hoover Sasa. And keep raising your family right. I tell you, I better not catch a teenager sneaking around in my kitchen gonna make a midnight snack. I got an alarm in my kitchen, you know what I'm saying? It sounds sensitive. Wait a minute. I think I hear a teenager sneaking around in my kitchen trying to make a midnight sandwich. You better wipe that ketchup up, fool.
Hello, Americans. This is Paul Harvey. Would you and a friend please join me tomorrow morning at 8:30 on Atlanta's official news, traffic, and weather station, News Radio 640 WGST?
Because you demand it, Evans Toyota has extended the incredible below-invoice truck sale for one more record-breaking week. Listen, if you're looking for a new truck, or if you're even thinking about buying a new truck, get out to Evans Toyota this week, because this week through Saturday only, Evans Toyota is selling any new in-stock truck for $1 under invoice. That's right, any new
Can't clean up them pig pens y'all living in. I'm going to help you tonight. You know, it does you no good to get your mind right and you're laying your head down in a nasty, funky, stanky pigsty. And everybody bears the responsibility. Everybody should have a chore in that house. Men, women, children. Little kids can be taught right from wrong. No sense in raising no hogs around here. You know, you want to live in a pigsty? Good. Get out of town. Don't stay here. You know. Everybody. This show touches everybody. Touches you, Pete. Touches Steve. It touches Shauna and Grant Park and Peggy in Buckhead. 233-WGST. 1-800-FON-WGST. This is the Good Housekeeping Show. Pete in South Dekalb. How you living?
Oh, Raph, you must... Raph. You hit it right on the head tonight.
I'm serious.
If I didn't want to stay here tonight, Raph, I could tell you some stories that make you want to cry.
Don't get put out. Don't get put out of that pig pen.
Raph. No, it's not that, Raph. It's just that...
Don't tell on your wife. Don't tell on.
No, I won't. But, Raph, I am serious as a heart attack. Raph, there's an old saying. If you look at a woman's car, that's the way her house looks.
Not a car. Some women ain't even got cars. You can check them out at the bus stop. Look at her feet. You know, I guarantee you, with all these tennis shoes that children are wearing nowadays, the average young black man or young child, period, black or white, doesn't even know how to shine shoes.
You know what, Raph?
I'm listening.
Look here, right now, I'm sitting here looking at some dust.
Dust? Dust turns to dirt after 2 days, man.
Listen.
You looking at dirt.
Listen, Raph, when you and I was growing up, do you remember smelling that old Clorox smell at the house?
If your house didn't smell like Clorox at Saturday at 9 o'clock, something was wrong in your crib. You couldn't go out to play.
That's true. I remember the Clorox smell. I ain't smelled it. Only time I smelled it is when I go to my mom's house.
Let me tell you something. My mom does the same thing. Once a week, sometimes twice a week, she'll bleach all the countertops in the crib. Right. And you can't touch it. You can't lay nothing on the countertop. That's why when I go to my mama's house, man, something fall off my plate. That's just as good as being in my mouth.
And when you eat it right there in the kitchen.
Yes, sir. Oh, please.
You don't walk out of the kitchen.
Don't get me started. You know, I remember in the late 60s or the early 60s, TV trays came out. I don't know whoever invented the TV tray ought to be strung up. But they invented TV trays where you could go get your food and sit down in front of the TV and eat. That was a conspiracy to get everybody away from the dining room table.
But see, Raph, I'm going to tell you something. When you say, okay, I'm going to do all the bathrooms, I'm going to do the upstairs. You do the downstairs.
Right.
Okay, it takes about an hour.
Right.
Come out.
Right.
And when you finish and you look, and there they are, still sorting out clothes.
Oh, no.
Looking around, I just slam the door and walk out.
Let me tell you something. I know a young boy that was 4 years old. 4 years old, had 27 pairs of underwear. Now, if a child 4 years old has 27 pairs of underwear, what does that tell you? The mama ain't washing till 26 of them are dirty. When he's down to his last pair of drawers, then they're going to scuffle to the washing machine. I remember once upon a time when women used to wash clothes in rivers and creeks, beating them on stones. Now we go out and buy dishwashers and washing machines and dryers and put them in the crib, put them in the basement, and they scared to go downstairs in their own crib and wash their clothes. Some of them scared to go out the pub and into the complex with the wash houses. Some of these complexes got beautiful laundromats in them. These women are too scared. They get so many dirty clothes, they can't tote them all. Tote means carry. They can't carry them all.
I'm going to walk down here now. I wouldn't have bet you. You never seen me. I see your line downtown. You never seen it. But I'm going to walk downtown right now, and I wouldn't have bet you a nickel to a donut. The cable is on. And watching TV. Lord.
And you bet not say nothing to it.
If I want to stay here tonight, you're right.
And if you want some loving, you better do the cleaning yourself. Pete, appreciate your call, man, and clean up your home, all right? Steve in Marietta, you're on the Talk How You Like Underground Posse.
Hey, Ralph, how's it going?
Going great, man.
I just want to tell you, I work in the home health care business.
Yes, sir. Home health care. Now, what is that?
Hospital beds.
Oh, okay.
That type of thing.
Okay.
And I have seen some nasty, nasty houses. And I admit I'm a slob myself. I don't keep, like you were saying, where you bounce cord on the bed.
Yeah.
I don't keep my place like that. But some of the places I've been to, I wouldn't ever want to go into again. They're just nasty.
Filthy. Now,
Filthy.
You know, I tell you, now, you sell those things for invalid people when they can't use the bathroom, or older people where they have to sit on a wheelchair with the bottom out of it.
Right.
Some folks don't even catch the misses. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm serious. I know some folks, man, where senior citizens are in the home, and you can tell when you hit the mailbox before you even get to the door. You can see the plants in the front yard leaning over saying, oh, you know.
I know what you're saying.
I'm serious. Now, I'm telling you, we need to talk to some exterminators tonight.
Yeah. Yeah.
I want to talk to some locksmiths and some servicemen, because just like you're saying, man, we can get some serious experiences on where some of these people...
some of these people live worse than animals.
They do. Actually, they do. You know, and it's always appalling to us, Steve, when we see a Morehouse, not a Morehouse, when we see, I'm looking at the screen.
Talking about something different.
Right, well, it's appalling to us when you see it on the news where the county goes in and takes kids away from parents because a certain situation is not just so, you know, it's so much filth, and you know, the kids are being brought up like animals, being caged and locked in their rooms and things, man. You get a baby, you throw the bottle over in the crib, you throw one of them teasing biscuits over in the crib, he slobs on the biscuit 2 or 3 times, and next thing you know, the biscuit becomes bonded to the floor like some kind of sheetrock. Hey, appreciate your call, Steve. Clean up your home. Shauna and Grant Park, you'll be first up at the top of the hour. Please hold Peggy, you'll follow her. Iskeah and Morrow, you'll be next. 233 WGST, 1-800-FON WGST. This is the Good Housekeeping Show.
The official 3-day Weather Channel forecast is updated every hour of every day. Exclusive.
Shoppers, Kmart announces the magical Disneyland Christmas sweepstakes.
Space Mountain! Splash Mountain!
Kmart's giving away up to 100 million prizes, including $500,000. That gets your attention, huh? And 3,000 vacations for 4 to Disneyland.
Yay!
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 I said for 4.
Yay!
To see if you're a winner, bring your circular to Kmart and have the special barcode scanned.
No purchase necessary. Open to U.S. residents 18 and older. Void where prohibited. Cash award is an annuity. See rules at Kmart. Enter by 12/14.
What a mouthful.
The official 3-day Weather Channel forecast from News Radio 640 WGST. Mostly cloudy skies tonight. Toward morning, maybe a few patchy areas of light rain. 58 degrees the overnight low temperature. Then widely scattered showers and cloudy skies for Wednesday, but mild temperatures. You're going to see a high of about 72 tomorrow afternoon. For Wednesday night, cloudy, scattered showers, 59 the low. Thursday, scattered showers, even a few thunder showers, and a high of 66. Then cooler on Friday. Still a few showers about the area, and a high of 59. With 24-hour-a-day coverage at the Weather Channel Cable Network, I'm Brent Bass for 640 WGST.
Thank you, Brent. At Hartsfield International Airport, cloudy skies, 63 degrees, winds out of the east at 9 miles an hour. And right here at the Atlanta's official weather station, it's 63 degrees, I believe. I can't see it over all of Ralph's garb over here. Now back to the Ralph from Ben Hill Show.
Always first for news. Now first on your AM dial. This is Atlanta's most trusted news, traffic, and weather station. News Radio 640. WGST.
Oh, Sarah Cynthia Sylvia Stout would not take the garbage out. She'd wash the dishes and scrub the pans, cook the yams and spice the hams, and though her parents would scream and shout, she simply would not take the garbage out. And so it piled up to the ceilings, coffee grounds, potato peelings, brown bananas and rotten peas, chunks of sour cottage cheese. It filled the can, it covered the floor, it cracked the windows and blocked the door with bacon rinds and chicken bones, drippy ends of ice cream cones, prune pits, peach pits, orange peel, gloppy glumps of cold oatmeal, pizza crust and withered greens, soggy beans and tangerines, crusts of Blackburn buttered toast, grisly bits of beefy roast. The garbage rolled on down the hall. It raised the roof. It broke the walls. I mean, greasy napkins, cookie crumbs, blobs of gooey bubble gum, cellophane from old bologna, rubbery, blubbery macaroni, peanut butter caked and dry curdled milk and crusts of pie, rotting melons, dried up mustard, eggshells mixed with lemon custard, cold French fries and rancid meat, yellow lumps of cream of wheat. And chili. At last, the garbage reached so high that finally it touched the sky, and none of her friends would come to play, and all the neighbors moved away, and finally Sarah Cynthia Stout said, "Okay, I'll take take the garbage out. But then, of course, it was too late. The garbage reached across the state from New York to the Golden Gate. And there in the garbage she did hate. Poor Sarah met an awful fate that I cannot right now relate because the hour is much too late. But children, remember Sarah Stout and always take the garbage out.
See, down here at News Radio 640 WGST, we make Neil Bortz take out the garbage. Neil, come get this garbage in here. Take it outside. Take that computer stuff with you, too, and all of that Kmart law stuff you got around here. Just take out this trash, Neil. Good job, boy. Yeah. Neil Bortz is my janitor down here at News Radio 640 WGST. This is the Ralph from Ben Hill Good Housekeeping Show. Now, I want you women to get off the phone, and I'm not talking about talking to me. Get off the phone talking to your girlfriend. Wherever you find two women on the phone, I guarantee you'll find two nasty cribs. Shauna, Grant Park, first up in the 9 o'clock hour. How you living, Shauna?
I'm fine. How you doing, Ralph?
Living large.
First of all, I want to tell you my husband is a long-time listener, but he's never been able to get through. And when I got through tonight, he's very upset. But this is one of my biggest pet peeves is nasty houses. Ugh, disgusting.
Do you have any friends, people that you call friends that actually have nasty houses?
Yes, ex-friends now.
There you go.
Friends. They are my ex-friends.
Would you accept a social invitation to somebody with a filthy crib?
No, absolutely not. No. No.
You know, and when they have these parties where everybody brings a dish, I want to know who brought what. You know, because if you got a dog or a cat or a parakeet flying around the crib, I'm not eating none of your squash casserole.
Well, I have a dog, but she's very clean. I have a very clean home, but women, I have this ex-girlfriend. I was over at her house one night. She had cooked dinner, and the dog had mess in the corner of the apartment. And I told her, I said, there's some stuff in the corner, you know, where the dog has messed up. And I thought she was going to get it up. And she never got it up. I mean, they sat there and they ate dinner, and I watched them eat, and I watched the stuff, you know, and I'm like, oh, my God, she never got this stuff up, you know. So now she's my ex-girlfriend.
Good.
I don't like dirty, filthy people, but bathrooms, people that call themselves clean up their bathroom and have soap just caked on the soap dish.
Right.
And little specks of soap scum on the faucet.
Right.
That is not clean.
And I'm talking about...
Clean is where it's, you know, I mean, it's shining, it's sparkling. I mean, God, I mean, what do these people call clean?
You know, and behind, when you're washing your hands and you turn the knob, behind the faucet right there, there's like a quarter of an inch space.
Tell me.
You know, right behind the faucet that you really don't see. Because you don't see it doesn't mean you don't have to clean it.
True.
Even if you can't see it, clean it. And I'm going to tell you another filthy place in most people's bathrooms, especially where there are males. Behind the toilet seat, under the toilet seat, and at the rim of the commode on the floor. Where the commode touches the floor, I guarantee you it's dark, dark yellow.
And most people do not clean that. And you asked the lady earlier, did she use her hand to clean her toilet? Well, my girlfriends, they laugh at me because gloves, gloves don't work.
No.
I use my hand. I got this towel that I clean with, and around the bottom of the bath of this toilet stool, where the little bolts are.
Right.
I clean all of that. And I go to people's apartments, and I look in their apartment, and it's yellow, it's crushed. That is urine. Don't they know that?
You know,
I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's pitiful. As a maintenance man, I used to have to go in on several different kinds of service calls, and I would encounter that same situation. And if we would have to do some repairs on the commode, I would have to actually clean the commode. And for God's sake, whoever's listening to me, you do not need, and I repeat, you do not need carpet in your bathroom.
Tell me.
You need a throw rug or a linoleum floor.
Right.
You know, I don't care if your house is cold in the wintertime, put on some house shoes.
True.
But whatever you do, don't step out of the shower thinking that you're clean with them wet feet you know, that you didn't wash, and step onto some carpet. Somebody's spilling toothpaste on the carpet. You got this on the carpet. You got that on the carpet. That carpet maintains that filth in there. And I don't care how much you scrub that commode and scrub that tub, your bathroom is not clean if you got carpet, especially shag carpet.
Yeah. And the thing, too, I mean, most bathrooms are big enough where you can scrub them by hand. See, I don't use a mop in my bathroom. I do my bathroom with my hand because I have a 4-year-old child.
You know, I thought I was crazy, but I did the same thing. I got some of that Dow scrubbing bubbles, and I've got special rags. I've got a rag that I wash my car with, a rag that I wash me with, a rag that I wash the bathroom with.
That's right.
And I will sweep my bathroom, and when I sweep it up. I don't just sweep it out into the hall.
Right.
Sweep it up, throw it away, and then I spray that Dow bathroom cleaner on the floor, and you just get down on your hands and knees, and you clean it. And just to make sure it's straight, I go get a white paper towel, and I double-check it.
Right. And see, my mother, the way my mother raised me and the way my husband's mother raised him, me and my husband get in this house on Saturday, and somebody said cleaning for an hour. Most of the time, we clean all day Saturday. I mean, we take down the blinds, we scrub the walls, everything. I don't have the most luxurious house.
Right, but it's clean. You know, that's one thing we always can pride ourselves in.
Right.
No matter how much we have, as long as it's clean. And one more thing before we take this quick break, Shauna.
Okay.
Don't forget the bathroom shower curtain.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say.
The shower curtain. You know, dead skin cells collect at the bottom of the shower curtain when that soap rolls off it. And if you don't clean that up, when that water splatters off of that shower curtain, you're getting those dead skin cells on you.
But don't people realize that most shower curtains can be washed?
All you got to do is take them out and wash them. If you got a shower door, get you some Ajax or some of that Dow scrubbing bubble or some Tilex and rub it down, get it clean.
And another thing, I don't know whether I can say this, but I used to clean with these different chemicals. Now I use one kind. I just want to tell you this. It's Clorox cleanup. I like to clean with Clorox.
Clorox cleanup.
Clorox cleanup. This stuff is great.
Now, it hadn't bleached your skin like Michael Jackson has it.
No, this stuff is great.
Shauna, I appreciate you sharing those tips with us tonight.
Oh, you're welcome.
And tell your husband, keep trying like you did. He'll get through one day.
Okay.
All right. All right. Let's get to cleaning, people. This is the Good Housekeeping Show. Come on. 233 WGST. Peggy and Buckhead, you'll be next. Iskeah and Morrow. And Lady J is checking in Adamsville. And that's the clean part of town. Adamsville is clean, I know.
There is a little-known publication which comes out of Maine called the Tightwad Gazette. It's an underground monthly newsletter for skinflints. It offers tips on how to bake your own dog biscuits, how to make your own cat food. Here's a tip submitted by a reader. Don Cameron of Bellingham, Washington, says he uses less than a roll of toilet paper a month. He says, and that includes wiping my eyeglasses and occasionally blowing my nose. And the other stuff that you would do with that. I don't want to know any more about that.
No, I don't think that... You miss a morning. You miss a lot. All news early mornings 5 to 9. News Radio 640 WGST.
Let me tell you, the Thanksgiving holiday weekend is on us. If you got paid Friday, I hope you bought your groceries. If you get paid this Friday, you still have time to get some of the plumpest, tenderest, most tasty turkey that you'll find anywhere in town. Pork loins are on sale. They've got pork chops on sale. They've got some delicious frozen fish. And for you people with a little extra money, there's a special freezer at all Wakefield food locations that have those gigantic crab legs. You ain't got to go 100 miles up I-85 and then down some funky country road to some Larry's Market or to his brother's place. All you got to do is go to one of the friendly several locations, neighborhood locations, of Wayfield Foods. That's W-A-Y-F-I-E-L-D, Wayfield Foods. Now, they're doing a whole lot of advertising. They're advertising on my station. I heard them advertising on an FM station. They got all kind of printed advertisement going out. But the best thing I can tell you about Wayfield Foods is this. The people that work there are your friends. They live in your community. They're being supported by the store. They're being supported by you when you spend your money at Wayfield Foods. You're making your community better when you patronize a store like Wayfield Foods. Also, you'll get treated better. You want to cash your payroll check? You just come in there and you buy something. You're using food stamps. You don't have to be embarrassed. You come on in there. They'll take your food stamps and eat how you like and get the best in everyday items at a savings. And I'm talking about your bathroom tissue, your cleaning equipment that you're going to be using. Anything and everything that you need is right there for you at your friendly Wayfield Foods. The best meats in towns at Wayfield Foods.
Hi, this is Willard Scott for True Value, the neighborhood hardware stores with national chain store buying power. Looking for a gift that's practical and dependable? Then check out the Power Pro Dustbuster Plus cordless vacuum from Black & Decker with 2 power settings for only $44.99. And the Advanced System automatic shutoff iron from Black & Decker with Silverstone coating is just $44.88 at participating True Value hardware stores and home centers.
Got a painful cold? Get relief these firemen get. Get Alka-Seltzer Plus. It relieves painful cold symptoms some others miss with a decongestant, antihistamine, and a pain reliever you can't find in any other leading cold medicine except Alka-Seltzer Plus.
Pain's gone. I can breathe.
Everything feels better, better, better.
Alka-Seltzer Plus cold medicine. Relief for your painful cold. Use only as directed.
When you see news happening, call Atlanta's news station. Your direct line to our news center is 640-WGST. That's 640-WGST. The best news tip of the week wins a reward from News Radio 640 WGST.
Quick! Company's coming. Company's coming. We got somebody at the door. Somebody's at the door. Cut them chitlins off. Somebody go in there and cut them chitlins off, please. Be careful with that pressure cooker. Be careful now. That thing will blow up. Watch it. I know a man got his eye put out by one of them. I know a woman got her nose blown off by one of them pressure cookers. I don't see how you folks cook them chitlins in your house. The smell of them hog guts gets into your clothes. It gets into the wood. You need to cook them chitlins outside. Somebody's at the door now. Just in time, boy. Somebody get me some incense. Get some incense and put the incense in the crib. Peggy, Buckhead, you're on the Talk How You Like Underground Posse.
Hello.
Hey, Peggy.
I just want to let you know that I have a spotless home, and I hate filth. My mother raised me. Cleanliness is next to godliness.
Very good, very good.
I clean the top of the refrigerator, under the refrigerator. I scrub the bathroom floors, and I also clean for other people.
Beautiful.
And I'm not on the phone. I clean them when I leave there. I'm proud of what I've done, and they are glad to come home to their house the day I come and clean.
Very good. I'm glad that you take pride in that. That's good. That's noble, and that is admirable of you. And I appreciate...
I just want to let you know, not everybody is filthy.
I know it, but you know a lot of us are. And we...
I also have 3 children, and they also participate in the house cleaning.
Beautiful. That's good. I don't care how much money you have, you can always take pride in being clean. Hey, Peggy, thank you for your call, darling. All right, thank you. Let's go to Iskeah, Muhammad in Morrow. You're on the Talk How You Like Underground Posse.
Hey, assalamu alaikum, brother.
Oh, alaikum salam.
All right. Hey, brother, I usually talk a little knowledge with you, but the best cleanup, I done saw is the cleaning up my ex-teammate did the Morehouse this weekend.
You out your mind. You out your mind. That wasn't no cleaning. That was a dirty, funky, cheating, nasty game.
And they did a real cleanup job, too, man.
Yeah, they did. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. We had to go way up there to Memorial Stadium.
Yeah, why did they move that game, man?
Huh?
Why did they move that game?
I talked to Dr. Leroy Keith right outside the ticket window at the stadium. And as a matter of fact, he let me in free. But with him letting me in free, I promise not to say anything bad about the game. But some things happen, and it's unfortunate that we as a people continue a tradition of urban tribalism where we're fighting and there's petty jealousy between the institutions. And I was guilty of some of that in a good-natured sort of way. But that competition exploded into violence. And it was unfortunate that the 2 African-American schools had to be separated. And we had to travel that far to have that game.
Yeah, definitely.
But they did not clean us up. It was 38 to 19. Hey, don't worry, we still got y'all in B-ball. And you clean up that nasty house of yours.
Yes, sir.
All right, appreciate you go. Walaikum salam. Lady J, Adamsville, you're on the Talk How You Like Underground Posse.
How you doing, Ref?
Living large, darling. I know Adamsville is clean.
Ref, I just don't know what to say about you.
About me?
And I know people don't know what to say about you either.
About me?
Yes, but I know, I know you the most,
I got a clean crib. I can talk.
I can imagine you do.
I can clean better than the average woman.
I believe that. But I want to tell you this. My mother had a real clean house, and I come from a clean house. And I clean up all the time.
Well, why is your house so nasty?
It's not nasty, but I don't know why you want to come down on me.
Oh, well, you saying it like you come from a clean house. Yeah, I thought you would take pride and say your house first. My house is clean. I come from a clean house. But you see, you went round Robert Hood Bar.
I'm straight from the bottom.
Straight from the bottom.
I've been to the bottom.
Okay.
I'm back on top.
You back on top?
Yes.
So your crib is clean?
Yeah, but I didn't know you knew my roommate so well.
Who is your roommate?
Pearline.
Pearline?
Yes.
I know Pearline.
Pearline's so filthy, that's why I had to left her.
Wait a minute. You sound like Flip Wilson. Pearline's so filthy, you had to left her.
Yes, I did.
Where did you left her?
In Decatur. I left her there. You ever knew anybody take a bath? Anybody.
And leave the water in the tub?
She was a dirty heifer.
She left the water in the tub?
With the filth around it.
Oh, my goodness. I'd have to put out. I couldn't put my... Thank God they made these bathroom tubs where you can let the water out without putting your hand down in there.
But do you know what she would have the nerve to say?
What?
And I'm not going to clean it out. You got to get in it next year, you clean it out.
Oh, no. Oh, no. No. Now, see, if I'm going to share something like the bathroom where my hygiene... No. I'm not cleaning it out.
That's why I had to left her.
You had to left her?
It's right there.
You had to left her.
Everything I took was my clothes and me. I said,
Yes, I know Pearline well. There are thousands of Pearlines in this naked city. Thousands of Pearlines. I'm serious. You'll see them in BMWs. You'll see Pearline on the MARTA bus. You'll see Pearline dining in some of the fanciest restaurants, drinking those drinks out of those long stem glasses. And when they get home, they got the nastiest. You know, one woman I was hitting on her so hard, Lady J.
Mm-hmm.
I was hitting on her so hard, I was trying to get an invite to the crib.
Mm-hmm.
Finally, after just shooting my best shot, I got an invite to the crib. I was sorry I got there.
But
I had to win. When I got to the crib, I had to win. You left Pearline, but I had to win out of her house.
But Pearline is raising her two daughters the same identical way.
Oh, no. What she think? They going to marry a rich man?
I don't know what
they going to get butlers and maids?
She don't have anybody herself, so she couldn't think that.
I know that's right. I bet you if she don't watch out, that tub, her inside is going to be just as filthy as that tub. I guarantee you.
She don't cook. She make her teenage daughter cook.
What about her habits with men?
A different man every night.
Oh, Lord. Different dog in the doghouse. Tom, Dick, and Harry.
That's in Decatur.
What's in Decatur?
Pearline in Decatur. She is in the bottom.
All right.
This is Lady J, straight from the bottom.
All right, Lady J, appreciate your call. Pearline, she had to left her. Yeah, people. Yeah. We're talking about good housekeeping. Some of you people need some repairs done to your homes. You need to get a contractor in there. I got a partner, Atlanta Technical Services. They'll fix up your crib. You know, renovated my bathroom. I got a jam-up bathroom, all white. Everything white. That way, if I'm bleeding, I can see my blood. You know what I'm saying? And then renovated the crib, knocked out a wall, put me a mirror up, got one of them big step-in tubs with the shower massage. Yeah. 233-WGST, 1-800-FON-WGST. This is the Good Housekeeping Show.
News Radio 640 WGST is ready again this winter.
Atlanta Public Schools, Cobb, and Marietta
And
City
so is our Scram system.
Cherokee.
Scram, the only fully computerized school closing system, sponsored by Georgia Power. Schools throughout North Georgia simply dial into Scram.
The Scram school closing system.
And give our Scram computer instructions. Within seconds, it's printed out and on the
Atlanta
air.
Public Schools, Cobb, and Marietta
It's the fastest school closing alert system. It's Scram, only on News Radio 640
640 WGST.
Smart people know how to get what they pay for, and sometimes get a little bit more. Like right now, right around the corner at Budget. Rent any compact through full-size car for 2 consecutive days and get the 3rd day free. That's at any participating downtown or suburban Budget location through December 31st. Advance reservations are required and certain restrictions apply. Call for details. Rent 2 days, get the 3rd day free. The smart money is on Budget.
Ralph from Ben Hill with a dining tip for all of my friends who like to eat out or like to grab a bite on the way home. Yeah, I know it. Your house is so nasty. The pots and pans are stacked up. If you did buy something from Wakefield Foods, you wouldn't have nothing to cook it in. You might as well stop by This Is It Barbecue and Seafood and try one of those delicious whiting fish baskets. They got some whiting fish, man, with some delicious coleslaw and some of those delicious hush puppies and some French fries. Oh, man, you're talking about good. You get your own your special little tartar sauce. They got some shrimp that'll just make you, they'll make you slap your mama. The food is delicious. Barbecue par excellence. They've got barbecue chicken. You can get the wings. You can get a half a chicken. You can get those pork ribs. Whatever you want is right there. And This Is It. Barbecue and Seafood. Hey, man, save me some of them lima beans, man. You hard on them lima beans, buddy.
Another public service announcement from Brill Cream. Men, beware. Use 1 dab of Brill Cream. Just a little dab makes your hair look excitingly clean, disturbingly healthy. This man dared to use 2 dabs. Now he's in trouble. We refuse to be responsible.
Brill Cream, Brill Cream, Brill Cream, Brill Cream. A little dab will do ya. Brill Cream, you look so debonair.
Give me some of that.
Brill Cream,
give me some Brill Cream.
To ya. They'll help you get their fingers in your hair.
Yeah.
Brill Cream, a little dab will do.
Into astrology. No matter what else the lady prefers, the lady prefers Hanes. Hanes Silk Reflections Hosiery in 28 elegant colors.
That's what the lady prefers.
Hi, if you're looking for a new washer and dryer, and you'd know it if you were, I'm talking to you. Right now, Sears Brand Central has a Kenmore washer, a large capacity heavy-duty Kenmore, for just $249. There's also a matching dryer for $199. Buy both and you'll spend $60 less than you regularly would. But just till Saturday at Sears Brand Central, the brand you want at the store you trust. Prices may vary in Alaska, Hawaii, and Puerto Rico.
No matter the time of day, when you want to know what's going on, we've got it. We're here every minute, every day for you. News Radio 640 WGST.
Man, look at that nasty kitchen. Hey, ho. Don't lay your bread on that. What in the world are you fixing? Good God almighty. What is that you're putting on your food? You gonna stick that in that nasty microwave? Oh, what? Man, you need to wipe the microwave out first. Don't you know you're cooking germs into your food? Boy, you got a filthy house. No, sir. I don't want none of that. I don't want none of that. None of that. None of that. I'm scared to see you eat it. Man, you gonna eat that? Ooh, and you gonna put some more of that on it? Ooh, partner, no thank you. Kelly, Decatur, you're on the Talk How You Like Underground Posse.
Hi, Ralph.
Hey, Kelly?
Yeah, you talked to a guy named Robert earlier.
Yeah.
And I'm his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I've got a couple of, I love him a lot, but little things he does that drive me up a wall.
Is he nasty?
He's not actually nasty, but let me tell you what. Well, the first thing is he cooks liver. Liver stinks.
Yeah.
In the house, it should be cooked outside, but that's just a little thing.
Don't you all have a kitchen exhaust fan?
Oh, it's awful. It's awful. But he owns, okay, we lived together, and we separated, and he owned a cat that I have since inherited. The problem with this pet is he sort of secretes oil. And there is no way to get this oil out of the furniture.
Wait a minute.
I'm not, it's the only cat that I've ever seen that does this.
Secretes, the cat's got a leak.
I don't know what he's got. Now the cat's nasty. He's got 6 toes and he's dirty and
6 toes.
And he just, I love the cat. I can't get rid of the cat. And I've got a beautiful, clean cat, and I'm kind of scared for them to be together.
Get you a croaker sack. Put that cat in a croaker sack. Take a long drive down I-20. Do about 55. Let the window down and sling that sack out the window. The cat will land on his feet, I guarantee you.
I can't do that. I mean, well, yeah, he's got 6 toes. He couldn't miss.
I'm telling you.
But I can't do that. I mean, this is a really sweet cat. I just don't know how to get this stuff out of my carpet and my walls, my furniture, my ceiling, everywhere.
Move. Get another crib. I have moved in apartments behind people with cats with leaks. And no matter what, no matter what you do, I don't care how much shampoo, how much chemical you do, the house can be smelling. You know how the fresh carpet smells when you shampoo it? Mm-hmm. But 2 days later, you're right back to cigarette butts, wine spills, and leaky cats.
A leaky cat, that's the biggest problem. And I can't give him back. There's nothing I can do. I just...
Give him to the Humane Society.
Do you know what they do to cats?
What do they do? Sell them to the Koreans?
Some kid would get this cat and get this oil all over him, and no one would play with this child.
Well, tell you what you do. What color is the cat?
It's black.
Put a white stripe down his back and give him to the Zoological Society and tell him he's a skunk. Maybe you got a skunk. That's what he did. He painted the stripe on the cat's back, and you got P.P. Le Pew, madame.
Yes, I did.
Hey, appreciate your girl, mademoiselle. Oh, Cherie, she has the P.P. You seen that cartoon with the little skunk? It's got the stripe on his back, and he sees a cat in some kind of way hooked up with some paint, and he thinks it's another skunk. Your boyfriend left you, but he really didn't leave you because the cat's still there. So that means your boyfriend is still there. Some of you folks are just as nasty on your jobs. I'm telling you. I used to do janitorial work up at Simon's. Simon's up there in Alpharetta. I had 4 floors we used to do. One dude did the restrooms on every floor. We did the cafeteria, the break room, the kitchen, and all of the little office cubicles. 3 floors of office cubicles. And they had smokers sitting in a certain section. And without a doubt, and I take a puff on a cigarette myself every now and then, but without a doubt, the filthiest people in the world are smokers. Traci, Powder Springs, you're on the talk. How you like Underground Posse?
Hey, Ralph.
Hey, Trace.
How you doing?
Living large.
Hey, how about these people that have kids? It's hard to keep your house clean.
No, you got an army. You got a built-in helper.
Not with a 14-month-old.
Okay, 14-month-old is no problem. Let me give you a scenario of what you do with a 14-month-old.
Okay.
First thing, take the diapers outside when you change the diapers. Now, I can see you now. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. You and Romeo are like, you don't want to leave the warm spot that you've made in the bed. And you roll over, you change that diaper, and you take those 2 tabs, and you twist the diaper into like a little ball, and you just drop it on the floor. Now, who is to say that the diaper is not going to land on the wet side? And then when you wake up in the morning, you got little baby wet spots on the floor. Take that diaper when you change little Roscoe's bottom, and take that diaper, throw it away outside. Throw those wipes away, them handy wipes. Don't just wipe baby Roscoe and put the handy wipe in the ashtray. That smells just as bad as the diaper or what's in it. Now, 14-month-old, you got to get that baby on a schedule, darling. You got to get that baby the way you feed him or her so much or just right at a certain time, and they're going to go to night-night land. They're going to go to the Sandman. And when they're asleep, you get busy. And you only got a certain amount of time for yourself when the baby does get to sleep because you're going to be, making sure that the baby has a quality life. Tell you something else you can do. Get you a swing. I think they're like $21 or $22. You've seen them.
Yeah, we got one.
You got one in time. You crank it up. All right, take a towel and make like one of those Lawrence Taylor type collars that Lawrence Taylor wears on his football suit, and put the towel around your baby's neck like a little shoulder brace where the head won't flop over to one side or the other when he gets ready to fall asleep in that swing, because it never ceases to, it never fails when you crank that swing up and they're rocking tick, 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 tick. Just a tick, tick will put the baby to sleep, but his head will say, boom, and it'll hit the side of the swing if you don't prop his head up. But while he's in the swing, you start swinging. Clean that crib up. Get them nasty. Do you have a diaper service, or do you use those plastic diapers?
I did use a diaper service. Now I'm on the Pampers.
Those diaper services ought to be outlawed. There is ain't no way in the world you could pay me, and I've got 3 kids, but there's no way in the world you could pay me to keep a pail full of stale diapers in the crib. I couldn't wait for that little truck to roll up in my driveway once a week. I used to keep the pail outside in the driveway every day anyway. And one day the dogs turned it over. And it was so funky, I didn't even want to clean it up. I'm serious.
Our neighbor's dog got ours one night, too. It's pretty bad.
So you're using those plastic diapers. Now, don't put them in, mix them in with your regular garbage. You got to keep them separate. You know when you go to these grocery stores like Wayfield Foods, they'll give you those plastic bags. Just put those diapers in that plastic bag. That's the main drawback with Pee-wee's in the house. You know, those little chillin' that he's eating the little stuff out the bottle, junior baby food, and the infant stuff. You know, he's eating the cereal and the pablum and all of that, right?
Well, he's on table food.
He's on table food?
Yeah.
You better potty train Shout it in.
Hey, Ralph, the reason I really need to talk to you, I've been trying to reach you, and we kind of played a little bit of phone tag.
Oh, this is the Traci.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I need you to call me sometime.
Okay, I got your number. I saved the message, and I called you. Sorry, what does the answering machine say at your house? Is the Elvis Presley fan club or something?
The Big Orange fan club.
Oh, y'all from Tennessee?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. How about them volunteers? Hey, y'all going to a bowl this year?
Huh?
Tennessee going to a bowl this year?
Yeah, I think so.
Where y'all going?
Fiesta Bowl, boy.
Fiesta Bowl. Is that in... That's not in Honolulu. That's out in Arizona somewhere or something,
I think so.
Well, that's good. Good luck to you. I'll call you first. I'll call you first thing in the morning, hon.
Huh?
I'll call you first thing in the morning.
I won't be here in the morning.
When you want me to call you?
Let's see. How about after... Can you call me after 4?
Tomorrow?
Uh-huh.
All right. You got it cleared with Romeo now. He knows what the deal is, right?
And we loved your message.
Okay. I want to make sure he didn't get the brother confused calling his woman with a message on his machine at his crib, you know?
I saved it for him so he could hear it.
All right, good.
We got a big kick out of it.
Okay, good. I hope I don't get a kick out of it. Hey, I'll give you a call tomorrow after 4.
Okay, Ralph, I appreciate it.
Peace. Appreciate your call, Traci. 233-WGST, 1-800-WGST. Where's my Gillette Blue Blaze thing? I like this one. When I was a kid, my dad used to watch the Friday night fights. I know you people don't remember that. I come from a close-knit family. Most Friday nights, y'all were probably out shooting crap somewhere, selling dope. But I was at home on Friday, and they would have, like, this parrot. This parrot was like the spokesperson for Gillette Blue Blaze. I can't do it. We used to have this little funny whistle, but here's the Gillette Blue Blade commercial for you guys.
Look sharp, feel sharp, be sharp and listen, mister. How are you fixed for blade?
Don't give me no bit.
You have plenty? How are you
Check out the parrot, check out the parrot.
You're better, Jack. Please make sure you have enough, cause a worn-out blade makes shaving mighty tough. How are you fixed for blades? You're better, look. Gillette Blue Blades we need.
Hi, this is Matt Stewart. Join me for Sports Tonight this evening from 10 to 11. My guest, Georgia Tech coach Bobby Crimmins, right here on News Radio 640 WGST.
Are you too embarrassed to kiss the spouse of the house in the morning? Well, we've hooked up your radio to a special device designed to determine whether you have morning breath and need scope. To test your breath, simply exhale into your radio. Now, while we're making our analysis, you should know that Scope is the mouthwash with 2 antiseptic ingredients that kill 90% of the bacteria that cause morning breath. And the results? Whoa, baby, do you need Scope? For fresh breath, it's the best thing first thing in the morning.
Smart people know how to get what they pay for, and sometimes get a little bit more. Like right now, right around the corner at Budget. Rent any compact through full-size car for 2 consecutive days, and get the 3rd day free. That's at any participating downtown or suburban Budget location through December 31st. Advance reservations are required and certain restrictions apply. Call for details. Rent 2 days. Get the 3rd day free. The smart money is on Budget.
The Weather Channel Cable Network reports your official 3-day weather forecast all day, every day, exclusively on News Radio 640 WGST.
No wonder we got so many problems out here with these landfills and all of this trash and garbage piling up. You know, now when I was a kid, a real man shaved with a Gillette Blue Blade. You know, you screwed it into your razor. The razor opened up, and then you dropped the blue blade in there, and you had a little slit in your medicine cabinet for your old razors, and you never cleaned it out. I mean, the razors just added up and added up and added up as long as you lived in the house. But nowadays, you guys grab a Bic or one of these other little giant plastic razors, and you shave once or twice with it, and you throw it away. Can you imagine how much garbage each one of you guys with these clean little sissy faces? That's why I wear a beard. I don't believe in killing my skin. You know, give me a Gillette Blue Blade.
I thought you had a beard, like seaweed, long and wet.
My beard cool.
Not since I got acquainted with these Blue Blades by Gillette. I've outlawed whiskers in my court. Behold, my crew shaved slick.
They sissies.
No other blade can whisk 'em off, so extra smooth and quick. To look sharp every time you shave. To feel sharp. Just be sharp.
Be sharp.
Use Gillette Blue Blades for the quickest, slickest shaves. Bravo.
Yeah. It's time for the Friday night fight. In this corner, we've got Sugar Ray Robinson versus Rocky Marciano. Sugar Ray is undefeated coming into this fight. Rocky Marciano has suffered 12 knockdowns. Yeah, the Friday night fights and Gillette Blue Blades. Bringing back memories. Memories of how you were raised in a clean home. Yeah. We've got a young lady in Northwest Atlanta that's got some advice for us on how to get litter odors out of the rug. Now, Cobra, how in the world do we do this?
Hey, pardon?
How do we get litter odors out of a rug?
You get vinegar.
Vinegar?
Yes, sir.
That smells worse than the odor.
Apple vinegar smells good in your house. Apples smell good, doesn't it?
Yeah, apples do. Apple vinegar.
You can use Heinz vinegar.
Or Heinz vinegar. Now, what do you do?
Sure enough,
do you dilute it?
Hey, pardon?
Do you dilute it?
Oh, you can dilute it, yeah, with water.
With water, and
well,
you go...
when I do shampoo, I make my own shampoo. I don't buy it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you make your... Okay.
They always smell good after I get through with them.
So you do that kind of work?
Well, yeah, I had a cleaner service for years.
What's the name of your service?
Well, right now I don't go in that name now, but the name was Cleanwell.
Cleanwell?
Cleanwell.
Cleanwell, and you're cleaning white folks' houses and black folks' houses, huh?
Yeah.
And you take that vinegar, you put it in your little soapy solution, and you would you use that hot steam, them little things that you can rent from the grocery store, those carpet steamer cleaners that they rent? Are they any good?
Yeah, they're all right, but, you know, they're a little light for me.
Right, you like that heavy duty.
Yeah.
Now, when you're cleaning a carpet, it always scares me when people clean carpets because you're actually making the carpet rotten because you're putting all of that water and stuff down in it and really don't get a chance to dry out.
Here's the point, though, of the way to clean it when you're only going to shampoo.
Okay. You just get the top, you get the fiber.
Just dampens the top of it.
Okay. You don't soak it like down to to that, what's up under there, the cushion and everything, the pad, and you don't soak it all the way down to that.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Now, when you're going to really give it what you call a steam cleaning.
Yeah, steam cleaning.
You go in there, you take your shampoo and you scrub it, you soak it.
Soak it.
So you take your steam cleaner, this puts it in and draws it out.
Oh, okay.
Rinses it and draws it out.
Okay,
you know?
And you can actually see the dirt and filth coming up out of that carpet.
That's right.
How many times do you have to go over a carpet to make sure it's clean? Twice?
Well, I would say at least you'll average going over about 3 times the way you shoving this steam cleaner around.
Oh, okay.
3 or maybe 4 times.
Okay.
Shoving it in place, you know.
Okay, right. Back and forth.
Yeah,
back and
clean
forth.
water going in, dirty water coming out.
Right.
Clean water going in, dirty water coming out.
Okay.
And that's really the best place.
Vinegar to get litter odors out of the rug. Now, you don't that vinegar won't backfire on you, will it?
No, that's good. I mean, this your apple vinegar or either Heinz is good. I like apple. Now, I'll tell you why I say
all right.
I use Heinz on white carpet.
White carpet.
That's white vinegar.
Now, you got to buy a whole grocery store full of vinegar to get the job done, don't you?
Oh, no.
How many gallons of vinegar?
8 to 1.
8 to 1. Vinegar's not that expensive either. I think you can get a gallon of vinegar for like less than $1.
That's right.
Or right at $1. I got a gallon of white vinegar under my counter at the crib.
That's right.
Yeah, okay.
You can mix 8 to 1, and you can mix it 12 to 1. I like to mix 8 to 1 on this carpet.
8 to 1, 12 to 1.
What you can do with it, then you can, if your dog is sleeping around your house and that odor come up,
yeah,
you take your sprayer that you spray your yard with, put it in that spray around your house.
Right.
Things like that, you know.
And what
that keeps the odor down.
Keep the odor down. Well, let me ask you one more quick thing because my landlord, roommate, friend, / buddy is a Jamaican. And from time to time, he never ceases to amaze me some of the practices that I guess he learned down in the islands. But he put some shellac he built a nice entertainment center is what I call it. It's like a bookshelf where you can put your TV and your books and your VCR on one wall in the crib. And he shellacked it, and the varnish had a real funky smell to it. He cut up onions and put onions all around the crib and said that the onions would absorb that odor. Have you ever heard of such a thing?
That's right. Onions will absorb.
Are you serious?
Onions will draw it in.
Onions will draw it in?
Yes, sir. Odors. It will pick it up.
I thought he was practicing voodoo around the crib. You know how those Jamaicans get to talking.
At a point now, and another thing.
So those old home remedies will work. You can actually take some onions and put them in a funky, stinking closet, cut them like, slice them in half.
And it'll take the odor.
And it'll suck that odor out.
And I tell you,
you can't eat them after. You can't eat them after that, okay?
I tell you another. No, don't.
Okay, no, I ain't
tell you
gonna
another thing about onions. It will pick up fever.
Fever?
Yeah, in the house where you're sick.
Uh-oh.
It'll pick it up. It'll draw it out of the people that's in there.
If you cut the onions, and it'll pick up the fever.
Yeah, you just put them in there, hang them in there in the house there, cut them and hang them in there. It'll pick up the fever.
Brother,
and I was telling someone the other night, I think it's pretty dangerous to have onions laying around your house. Exposed to people that's walking in and out. You never know what people have.
That's right, because it absorbs it.
Cook.
Right.
I don't think they should hang around too long.
I keep mine in a plastic bag in the vegetable bin in my refrigerator.
That is true.
That's where I keep them, because I don't want my onions growing, and I don't want none of your HIV to be seeping into my onion.
Right. Let me tell you something else.
All right.
And if you don't trust what I'm saying, you just speak to someone next door on Tuckawanna.
Uh-oh.
And they'll verify what I'm saying.
Is that your sister?
You just speak to someone.
Is that your sister?
I know you know her.
That's a fine lady.
I know you know her.
Tell her I said hello.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Y'all been my doctor for a long time.
No, that's my dad. I ain't pulling no teeth. That's my dad.
Y'all have been our doctor for a long time.
Well, that's my dad and his brother.
I know it's your dad and your brother.
My dad is brother, not my brother. Me and my brother don't pull teeth. We knock teeth out.
That's what I'm trying to say, your daddy and his brother.
Yes, sir. Well, we appreciate the commercial.
Okay, we'll see you.
All right, Dr. Culver, appreciate your call. Got my daddy commercial, got my uncle commercial, and got my brother commercial. Now let's go to these other commercials.
Hello, Atlanta. Jim Bohannon here, filling in on the Larry King Show Tuesday night, coast to coast, all night long, as we talk with Professor Marshall Goldman, Associate Director of the Russian Research Center of Harvard University, and the author of several books about the Soviet Union, USSR in crisis, Gorbachev's challenge, and his latest What Went Wrong with Perestroika. We'll have your calls for our guest, plus Open Phone Americas when you and I talk about whatever. It's right here on News Radio 640 WGST, Atlanta's most dependable news, traffic, and weather station.
Carpeting, $5.99 a yard.
Coming holiday. Madame Sonia sees the future. Call now.
Lifetime muffler, only $29.99.
A whole lot of commercials tell you how to spend money. This one will help you save it by telling you how to cut down on your Georgia Power bill. Together, these tips could save you up to $200 a year, like using those big, strong arms to carry some insulation to be installed in the attic and changing that filter in your heating system every month. I'll bet you know how to seal those cracks around the windows. And at night, when you turn out the light, turn down the heat. Don't worry, you'll have a nice, warm feeling from that extra $50 you get to keep during winter months. Oh, your savings may not match these exactly, but they'll come close. In fact, what they add up to is up to you. Call the number on your bill and get Georgia Power's book, Water and Energy Conservation. You could save even more.
From Georgia Power, serving you with energy.
And now, back to those other commercials.
Brother, go light on them hush puppies, man. So I tell you, this is it. Ladies and gentlemen, we're broadcasting live from This Is It Barbecue and Seafood. And we've got two satisfied customers right here we'd like to talk to. I understand you are a... Excuse me, sir, can you talk to me just for a minute? I want to talk to you about that barbecue that you're eating. Young lady, how are the chitlins? Say what? Say what? Say what? Good. Ladies and gentlemen, dog, you kind of hungry, ain't you, bro? As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, these are satisfied customers. As you will be satisfied if you try any of the 5 This Is It locations. One in the Mall West End, one on Campbellton Road, one on D-Lo, Campbellton and D-Lo. There's a This Is It on Memorial Drive out by Covington Highway. And also there's a This Is It 2 on Washington Road and I-285 out there in East Point. Hey, you'll find the best in barbecue and seafood, the best in shrimp and chitlins. Listen to me. Slow down, brother, my brother. You gonna bust a gut eating all of that food. This is it, barbecue and seafood, where only the satisfied and hungry people go, you know?
Splish splash, I was taking a bath, long about a Saturday night. Yeah, a rub-dub, just relaxing in the tub, thinking everything was alright. Well, I stepped out the tub, put my feet on the floor.
Dry yourself off.
The towel around me, and I opened the door, and in a splish splash, I jumped back in the bath. Well, how was I to know there was a party going on? There was a splishing and a splash. Reeling with
Ty in Ben Hill. You're on News Radio 640 WGST. I know you're doing your share cleaning up around the house, right?
My mom can't stand a dirty house. We don't keep no dirty house.
Y'all don't keep no dirty house?
Nah, we have a lot of small children around here.
Y'all have a lot of small children? Do y'all, like, keep children?
No, I have 7 brothers and sisters.
7 brothers and sisters?
I made 8. All of them small except 2.
Mm-hmm. What are your jobs around the house, darling?
Washing dishes, clean the rug, cook sometime, empty out the garbage can, clean out the yard.
Wait a minute. Now, when you empty the garbage, where do you take it? You got a Herbie-de-Kirby?
Yeah.
So you take it, like, from the Herbie-de-Kirby. Does your garbage can in the house, Ty, have a top on it?
Yeah.
Do you line the trash can with a plastic bag?
We line the trash can with a white plastic bag.
Very good. Have you ever lined the trash can with newspaper?
No, I never.
Now, before plastic bags, when I was growing up, we used to have to take newspapers and line them in, and after you empty the garbage, you had to go and skeet out the garbage can to make sure it didn't have any garbage juice in the bottom of it. A lot of times you'll put a can or something in the garbage can, and it'll crack that can, it'll crack that sack, and it'll get real sloppy and nasty in there. Ty, it's real good to hear that you're doing such a good job around the house. Every time we have a show, you always check in with so many good points, that you're learning. You're going to make somebody a fine wife in about 10 more years. 10 more years.
Daddy just talk to me now.
Because you too big for your age.
I look real young.
You look young.
I look about 11.
You look 11, but you're 13, yeah. Well, Ty, we appreciate you talking to us tonight here. And I'll holler at you a little later, darling. This has been the Good Housekeeping Show. You won't have old Ralph to kick around tomorrow. They're going to have the Atlanta Hawks versus Spud Webb and the Sacramento Spuds. The Potatoes are coming in from Sacramento tomorrow. We'll be playing Spud Webb. Be good to see him back in the Omni. Want to see a big crowd at the Omni tomorrow night. My main man, Matt Stewart. I just fed him like a king out there. This is it. I'm sorry, J.R. Crickets. I have my friends at J.R. Crickets take care of him. I got to go by there on the way home and check the damage and see how much he ran up on my tab, But in the meantime, you clean those nasty homes up. There's no sense. It doesn't make any sense in my people living in filth. No Ralph from Ben Hill tomorrow night, but 2 hours of power Thursday starting at 8. There's no telling what's going to happen, what's going to break in between now and then. In the meantime, you read the newspaper, listen to the news, watch TV, so that we can crystallize some thoughts and make some things happen, make a change around here, all right? Enjoy talking with you people tonight. In the meantime, don't do as I say, do as I do. Live large and prosper. Oh, that's cold.
Let's get out of here.
This is head coach Bob Weiss, and you're listening to the radio voice of the Atlanta Hawks, News Radio 640 WGST, Atlanta.
Good evening, 62 degrees under partly cloudy skies. I'm Mindy Larkham, News Radio 640 WGST. There's a chance of showers right through Friday. Atlanta's official 3-day weather forecast is coming up. Now here's what's happening at 10 o'clock. Authorities in Michigan have released tapes of emergency calls made to 911 during last week's shooting spree in the Royal Oak Post Office. This call came from a woman who had been wounded.
We need a lot of ambulances at the Royal Post Office. What's the problem? Somebody's in here shooting everybody. I've got somebody from the post office shooting everybody. I'm allergic to him.
Where is the person at now?
He's running around the front of the building.
In the front of the building?
Yeah.
Right in the front entrance. Can you describe him?
His name is Tom McElvain.
Tom McElvain.
Oh my God, two people been shot. Run!
Okay, are you down? He can't get to you? He can't get to you now?
I don't know, there's like a lot of people.
Can you describe him?
Like maybe 20 people.
About 20 people shot, she says. Can you describe him?
No, I can't. Hurry up, I'll think I'm going to die.
The disgruntled former postal worker shot 4 people dead before taking his own life during the shootout. Researchers say a study on the link between electrical fields and childhood cancer raises some questions about some household appliances. The study, being conducted at the University of Southern California, is looking into the possible but unproven health risk associated with electromagnetic fields. Those are the invisible force fields generated by power lines, appliances, and everything that's electrical. The study has found that children who live close to high current power lines may have twice the normal chance of getting leukemia. The findings also hint children may face an increased risk of leukemia if they regularly use electric blankets, curling irons, video games, and electric space heaters. President Bush still has a perfect record of making vetoes stand. The House came a dozen votes short of overriding the president's veto of a measure that would have overturned a ban on abortion counseling at federally funded clinics. Women's rights groups locally are irate following the presidential veto. We get more from News Radio 640 WGST's Bill Edge.
Leaders of several women's rights groups say they are outraged by the president's veto. Kay Scott, executive director for Planned Parenthood, reacts to the president's action.
We are angry at this president for vetoing this bill, and that we are concerned that he has turned his back on the 4 million women in this country that have access to family planning services through the Title X program.
Scott says Planned Parenthood will give up about $200,000 in federal funds rather than comply with the gag rule. Planned Parenthood treats about 200,000 women in Georgia. Bill Edge, News Radio 640 WGST.
A Gainesville man entered a last-minute guilty plea to drunk driving and vehicular homicide in connection with an accident last December near Sewanee. Prosecutors say there was no plea arrangement with 48-year-old Michael Gallagher. Gallagher hit a car head-on, carrying 18-year-old Mindy McBrayer, her 13-month-old boy, and her mother. The little boy was killed. His mother and grandmother were seriously injured in the accident. Gallagher faces a maximum sentence of 25 years. Police say it is his first DUI. A man who once threatened to flood the U.S. with cocaine says Manuel Noriega was considered just another criminally corrupt police officer by Colombia's Medellin cocaine cartel. Carlos Lader testified today at the former Panamanian leader's drug trial in Miami. Lader says the cartel once was forced to pay Noriega after one of its members was arrested in Panama. Lader is serving a sentence for drug running and has agreed to testify in return for better treatment in prison. A Bleakley County man was convicted today of planting a pipe bomb under the car of a sheriff's deputy he accused of harassing him. A federal jury in Cochran deliberated for about 2 hours before finding 44-year-old James Alton Bellflower guilty of possessing and planting a pipe bomb. Bellflower put a homemade gunpowder bomb under the patrol car of Sheriff's Deputy John Thrower February 24th. Thrower was not injured. News Radio 640 WGST time is 10:04. Now we'll look at the 3-day forecast.
The official 3-day Weather Channel forecast from News Radio 640 WGST. Mostly cloudy skies tonight. Toward morning, maybe a few patchy areas of light rain. 58 degrees the overnight low temperature. Then widely scattered showers and cloudy skies for Wednesday, but mild temperatures. You're going to see a high of about 72 tomorrow afternoon. For Wednesday night, cloudy, scattered showers, 59 the low. Thursday, scattered showers, even a few thunder showers, and a high of 66. Then cooler on Friday. Still a few showers about the area, and a high of 59. With 24-hour-a-day coverage at the Weather Channel Cable Network, I'm Brent Bass for 640 WGST.
Thank you, Brent. And it is 63 degrees at Atlanta's official weather station, News Radio 640 WGST.
News as it happens, 24 hours a day.